Hello, everyone. My name is Andrew Chappelle.
And my name is Cody Rigsby.
And if you are here to talk about the queen of pop, the queen of reinvention, mother from Livonia, Michigan, Madonna, this is your weekly episode of Tactful Pettiness. And to celebrate Madonna, Cody has brought a signature item.
My lips are so dry. I've been just with a vat of Vaseline the entire week.
Yeah, so I mean, it's
regularly just reapplying.
Yeah, you gotta keep all of the you gotta keep everything moist. And I'm sure Madonna has used Vaseline for many things over the course of her life. I mean, we know that she's a very sex positive woman. She just radiates sexual energy. Absolutely.
Yeah, for sure. I'm sure we'll get into it, but she almost got arrested for simulating masturbation on a stage.
Wow, did not know that.
And this is why we're doing an episode on
Educational.
Educate the next generation. So when I was doing my research this morning, I found out that Madonna moved to New York in 1978.
Wow.
Honey, she hit the club. She was at the Limelight. She was at, what was it called? Danceteria.
I hope she had a knife in her pocketbook.
Well, they made that. A pocketbook.
I don't know if these streets were safe for Madonna in 1978.
I don't know if... Yeah, exactly. I think that the streets actually had more to worry about. Madonna, that's a tough woman.
She's a tough woman.
That's a tough woman. You know what I mean? And she was here with a woman with a vision because 5 years, count them, 5 years after she arrived, her debut album came out. Is that not crazy?
She did her big one.
I mean, when you think about it.
Let's be honest.
I love
the
that.
woman. Love the woman.
Okay, I know what you're going to say.
She is a recording artist, not a singer.
She's a performer.
She's not a singer, and that's okay.
She does her best.
So to be able to pull that off in an era where singers were a lot more prevalent.
With the G.
With the
Singers were singing.
Then it's very, that's a big feat.
Well, and also important to note, this is before auto-tune started popping off. And so you have Madonna, who I think she would admit she's not a singer.
Yeah, I would hope so. She's pretty
singing on a record without any auto-tune, but she's coming out with dance tracks. So the first track, the track that really got her together was that Everybody song. Mm-hmm. That was her first single. She floated that to a DJ. She was just going to different clubs trying to get them to listen to her song so they would play it in the club. And Everybody ended up being that song, which is one of my favorite Madonna songs.
Really?
Yes.
The thing is, I'm not a big... I appreciate the 80s Madonna, and let's be honest, Madonna is, the poster child for 80s fashions. When you think of 80s, you think of Madonna.
The bow, the pearls, the frilly tutu.
The bracelet.
The gloves.
The gloves.
Yes.
Where was I going? You distracted me.
Oh, I'm so sorry. She's the poster child for 80s fashion.
No, I said something else beside that, but I can't remember now.
Oh, well, we have so much time to talk about Madonna.
I know. Oh, I'm just not, 80s Madonna wasn't my biggest thing. I can appreciate it.
Cody, can you talk closer to the mic?
Sorry. Vogue is what really put Madonna on the map for me.
Okay.
And then Confessions on the Dance Floor was transformative.
I mean, listen, those were two big pivot points in her career. I think I like early Madonna because my mom liked early Madonna.
Yeah, no.
And so I remember growing up, and on Saturdays, I would, because you know how your parents always wake up, it feels like they wake up at 4 a.m. on the weekends, and you're in bed trying to sleep, and they're banging the pots and pans and moving the car, and you're like, I would like to sleep. But I would wake up to the sounds of Madonna. The albums we would listen to were True Blue and Bedtime Stories. Those were
That's 90s though. That's 90s Madonna.
Bedtime Stories is 90s, but True Blue is 86, which is the year I was born. So
okay.
And I love that album. But get into this. So she actually, when she came out with her debut album, Madonna, on that album was Lucky Star,
wow,
Borderline,
okay,
Holiday,
wow,
and Everybody.
Wow.
Period.
Where was La Isla Bonita? That's also great.
That's later. That's later. It's in the 80s though.
It was 80s.
Then the year after, so that's kind of giving like an Ariana Grande when she did Sweetener into what's the other one she did after that? With
Seven Rings, but I know. Thank you.
Thank you next.
Thank you next.
The very next year, she came out with Like a Virgin as an album, and on Like a Virgin was also Material Girl.
Wow.
Material Girl. Go Chanel boots. Now we both have to take a shot. What made Material Girl like pop in the zeitgeist was the music video. When she does,
I didn't even know it.
When she does, yes, you do. The parody of Marilyn Monroe in Diamonds Are a Girl's Best Friend, which like so much of this stuff is iconic because
it's just so part of the culture that you forget like where everything was from.
And it's like, yeah, you got to like to get her reference, you got to go all the way back to Marilyn Monroe, another pop culture icon. And then I feel like so many of the kids, like, they know it from RuPaul's Drag Race.
I was just going to say, the reason I know what any of this is because of the Rusical.
Because of the Madonna Rusical?
Rusical, yeah.
Yep.
Were there two Madonna Rusicals, or there was just two Madonna runways? I can't remember.
They did two Madonna
They did two runways because everybody did the kimono look.
Crazy. That was like the Frozen
I just
era.
think of it was Gigi who did her big one in the Rusical, right?
Yes, and that's also where Jan was very mad that she did not win.
Jan, you're safe.
Jan, you're safe.
Yeah. Jan didn't take rejection well on RuPaul's Drag Race.
No. But we all know it.
And you're
we know that
like,
feeling.
girl, you're safe. You know what I mean? You're safe.
Yeah, but
you get to
if
live
I
your
was
life.
a
so
singer
good.
and it was the musical in which we're singing live.
I can see it playing in my head, her part of the performance.
It's that face where she's like,
yep, Jan, you're safe.
honestly, the eyes are very similar to Colton Underwood on Traitors. Like when somebody says something and he's like sitting there and his eyes are like really wide.
I
it's
see
kind
that.
of like a similar situation. So yeah, so Madonna was over here like taking the references from Marilyn Monroe, who was another like pretty slightly polarizing figure when she was alive.
Oh yeah, she was fucking JFK.
Okay, and there's a link to that later in the episode. So then she goes to True Blue. Oh, now we got Papa Don't Preach, Open Your Heart, and La Isla Bonita. Okay, the beautiful island.
I use that song a lot in Peloton classes because it's the only Madonna song that's a 100 cadence.
Oh, really?
That makes no sense, but it's
No,
just
I
a
know
flat
what you're
road.
saying.
It's like it's
La
a beginning,
Isla
a
Bonita.
little less energy.
You can
It's a
feel
little
them.
less
You can feel
energy.
them like this.
It's a ba ba
Yeah.
ba 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 ba
Yeah.
ba ba. It's more flat road.
And when
Anyways,
the samba plays.
it's hard to find a Madonna song that's at that tempo. Anyways, I digress.
Listen, I would love to listen to Madonna on a bike because
I've done a Madonna ride.
When was the Madonna ride?
There's been a few, but I did one for Pride.
like Madonna keeps that body snatched in.
She's never not been a small petite woman.
She
Let's
takes
be
it
honest.
seriously.
She's been a little thicker with some of the touched by an angel moments recently.
Wait, Cody,
Correct.
you lifted her, right?
What?
Didn't you lift her?
Yes.
We talked about this in the
Yeah, we talked
I
about
just
so
want to
didn't
make
we?
sure it was her. Yeah.
It was
It
her.
was.
Okay.
My hand definitely touched her and pulled her in the air with about 50 other
We think it was
tall
like
men.
a foot or a toe. I think
Okay.
that
Oh,
we
yeah, we
were-
are-
I did touch
show
her and I got to
what-
see her behind.
But that
She
was in
looked
the
great.
MDNA era.
Okay.
MDNA, yeah.
Which is later, but also a very good tie into the podcast. Maybe some might even say she's a friend of the pod.
Sure.
Some being me.
Actually,
Wait, is she a friend of the pod?
no.
A friend of yours.
No, but Albert was her au pair for like a
1
month or something like that.
We found this out in Puerto Vallarta because we were talking.
Madonna's open.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why didn't we bring him
He
in?
came here for like a small stint of time, and like that, I don't know, like
What?
that was like one of his first odd end jobs in the city when he lived here the first time, and he was like working for Madonna as an au pair.
So he's a primary source.
But also, you want to talk about a job that takes a lot of hands. You need to be an octopus to be au pair for Madonna. She got so many kids.
Also, just a little bit of lore within the New York City dance community.
Okay.
I knew so many people. This job in New York City dancer life, like professional dancers, got cycled through so many people. But it was Madonna's trainer, and you would literally do the tour. You would do the tour with Madonna.
Okay.
Like you would go to her house. There would be like a dance room, and you would rehearse with her the tour.
That was a job
That was a job.
for a dancer.
I'm Madonna's like trainer, and it just is like we go through the tour.
And are you as that position?
I
Are
don't
you
know.
performing on the tour?
I think a little bit. Maybe she needed someone in front of her to make sure that she got the dance steps.
It
and all
sounds
that
like just
stuff.
a dance captain.
Yeah, but But you would go there and run it with her all the time.
See, this is what I really respect about Madonna.
She's a workhorse.
And we saw this. We'll talk about it later. Well, I guess we can talk about it now. But when that Truth or Dare documentary came out,
yeah,
that's a really like impactful documentary.
It's a very impactful documentary
because it showed the dedication that Madonna has as a performer,
and specifically as an ally to the LGBTQ community. She was doing it before all the girls were. Before it was popular, it was getting her in trouble.
Correct. Well, because a lot of her dancers were affected by
HIV.
Yes, and in fact, in 1989. She put inside. Let me see. What is this?
I know there was one. Wasn't it like a very young dancer on her tour from that era that passed, and that was like a big cultural moment in that documentary.
Here it is. I found it. She included pamphlets in the Like a Prayer album that said facts about AIDS.
Wow.
Which is
ahead of the times.
Pretty.
That's daring. That's very
89.
daring. That's very ahead of the time.
Also at the beginning of her career, but also like that's I guess what I've always responded to about Madonna is like Madonna comes from the people. Mm-hmm. She was downtown in the scene with Keith Haring and Jean-Michel Basquiat and like with those tastemakers of the time.
What a time, like true New York. Like
True New York.
Wow.
Before we had these in our hands, when people were acting buck wild at the club. Have you seen those videos of people at Limelight dancing?
Yes.
Oh my God. And that girl, she's just like up on the box.
Was that a newscast or something?
Probably. I actually watched a really interesting interview with Madonna before her album came out. They interviewed her, MTV interviewed her at the Limelight. And you just see this young Madonna and she knows she's everything, but she hasn't like
fully
figured out
there.
The way we're talking about Beyonce. She hasn't figured out how to like really sell it to the people yet. But she's got it in her mind. She had it all mapped out. And can you imagine being at the club today and a newscaster comes up and is like, Cody, what do you have coming up next?
Bangers. If I'm Madonna.
Please. In fact, we would love a banger in the 2020.
That's not going to happen. She's a legacy artist. This is my whole thing with legacy artists. There's a certain point where you're not going to have
you got what you got.
Mega hit anymore, and that's okay. You're making music for yourself, your fan base, but you're just never going to be truly in the zeitgeist like you once were.
You got what you got.
I can wait to make this statement, or I could just kind of make it now. Past Confessions on the Dance Floor.
Okay.
Madonna is a little bit of I don't want to say leech. That's very wrong. And not even a cultural vulture. She just taps into, she's not ahead of the curve. She's with the trends. She taps into the people that were with the trend. So if you got Sticky and Sweet, that's the album that has 4 minutes on it. A lot of it was produced by Timbaland and Pharrell. And so that was at the height of Timbaland, Justin Timberlake. That's why 4 minutes is a massive song for her.
We got to get in the studio with that.
We got to get in the studio with that. Then
and thank God she did.
What?
Thank God she did. One of my favorite songs ever.
My only gripe with that song is
that Justin Timberlake is in it?
Well, that
too.
Honestly, it's one Justin Timberlake song I can really listen. I love that song.
It's so good.
No, my only gripe with the song 4 minutes by Madonna is that the time code is 4 minutes and like 5 seconds.
Oh,
I'm
come
like,
on.
Guys, we couldn't have cut 5 seconds off of this fucking song to make it 4 minutes?
Yeah, why?
It bothers me.
Yeah,
it really does bother me.
I didn't know that, and now I do.
Well, and the best part is like
ruined.
you still have the opportunity to change it. You know what I mean?
Could.
People go in and change songs. I just saw Katy Perry is taking Nicki Minaj off of some song.
A few that they have
we just
together.
talked about this.
What?
For Beauty and the Beat.
Beauty and the Beat.
We
we did just talk about
version.
Because she was like,
Nicki.
oh, I love Beauty and the Beat. But I was like, Nicki Minaj. And
I
he goes, can we
know.
just like find a version without her there? I was like, no, it doesn't.
That came on when we were at that video bar in PV.
It did.
And
it did.
And it's like, it's funny because like it's a little shocking, you know, when you see like a grown woman with like this young boy.
Yeah, it did. It's
Oh,
kind of
Beauty
weird.
and the Beat. Nicki
Yeah.
Minaj. Yeah, sorry. I was like, Justin Timberlake, Madonna. But I'll keep going. Then MDNA was very electronic focused, but she wasn't ahead of the curve. She was with the trend. That's like when EDM was really popping off. Then Madam X, she led with like a single with Maluma.
That was the God Control one.
God Control, but like Maluma, there was a song with Maluma. There was also a song with Anitta in Portuguese. So then she was like tapping into like the reggaeton, like all that sort of stuff that was coming on.
Was this the eye patch era?
Yes.
No,
Madam X.
No. Oh,
Madam
yes.
X's eye patch.
But then there was Rebel Heart. I don't know what she was doing with Rebel Heart. That's a weird album for me.
It's also like it's hard for me.
That's also where she fell.
Yeah. She at
Rebel
the
Heart
Brit Awards.
At the Brit Awards.
Wait, I don't know about this fall. I guess we'll get to it.
She did
Look it up.
She did a performance as a bullfighter with a really big cape, and one of the dancers it got snugged and she got pulled back.
And it was
a whole deal. It was kind of when J-Lo fell off the top of the dancers. It just was like not good to see or Beyonce falling down a flight of stairs. It's just not good to see your icons fall like that. And especially Madonna being at that, like, she was in her 50s.
She's a woman of a certain age. Yeah.
And
you're like, okay, like a fall for like a young Beyonce is a little different than like a fall for like an older lady who like a fall could injure a hip.
Yeah.
You know,
and that is part of the problem with Madonna, even with the Madam X tour. Was that she had to cancel a lot of dates because she's had a lot of knee issues.
Which she's always had.
You know, Britney also has knee issues. And she almost had to... I am full of information.
Yeah, what's going on?
She also
This is why we're doing the episode.
She also had to... She was almost going to have to postpone the last tour. I forget what it was called. But because she got really sick. Like, we were concerned about Madonna's health.
That's right. Wait. This is right. We thought she was going to...
Like, it was like, we were like, we were afraid that we were
going to lose her.
Not only going to make not the tour, but like, it was like a bacterial infection.
Yeah.
I don't know, it was something crazy.
I remember this.
And then she got spotted in the streets of Hell's Kitchen once, and they were like, okay, Madonna's fine. I don't know.
Which is honestly, for the listeners, if you have a bacterial infection, Hell's Kitchen is not the place you should be.
It's the place to get one.
2, 3, you could have a whole family of bacterial
Maybe she
infections.
was trying to get some like natural antibiotics by being out there.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
What is she, Dwight Schrute?
Not no.
Is your life in shambles? Have all your plans fallen to the wayside? Get it together, people. It's time to get your plans in order, specifically your meal plans. So let's talk about Marley Spoon. They give you over 100 recipes to choose from each week to fit your exact schedule. Everything is chef designed and made with quality ingredients. This week, we're going to shout out the Martha's Best Tucson pork tenderloin with herby tomato confit and the chicken shawarma bowl with couscous, shepherd salad, and hummus. Oh, I just love saying these meals because they're so descriptive. And let me tell you, after enjoying these meals, they are quite delicious, nutritious, and healthy. Marley Spoon has tons of options, from meal shortcuts to drinks to fresh groceries. And for those nights when you do not feel like cooking, Marley Spoon's prepared meals, they really get you together. Check out the tray bake dinners. You can throw everything on one tray and boom, you're done. They even include the tray for those of you who do not have trays in your home. You'll find these on every weekly menu, and if you've got a few extra minutes, they have some great 20-minute options too. Fast track your way to eating well with Marley Spoon. Head to marleyspoon.com/offer/petty for up to 25 free meals. That's right, up to 25 free meals with Marley Spoon. That's marleyspoon.com/offer/petty for up to 25 free meals.
Okay, where were you in your progress? I went on many tangents.
It's okay. Our listeners know that we like to take side quests. The last thing I'm going to say about Like a Prayer, I think you'll find this very interesting, and it kind of ties into our PepsiCo episode that we did.
She was in a Pepsi commercial.
Here's the tea. Like a Prayer, the music video, was featuring burning crosses and Black Saint, which was condemned by the Vatican and led to Pepsi pulling a $5 million sponsorship deal from her.
Damn.
So no, she did not do a Pepsi ad.
She was fine.
She was fine. But
she's been fine.
Also $5 million in 1989.
Yeah, I also just love the lyrics in Like a Prayer. I'm down on my knees.
Yeah.
Can I take you there?
It's similar to the lyrics of Honey.
Sure. Oh, yeah. I would say a little bit more on the nose.
More on the nose for sure.
Honestly though, like my bigger introduction to Madonna, even before, did we get to this? Vogue was on the Dick Tracy soundtrack or it wasn't. I still can't really tie it down, but I specifically really remember because Dick Tracy was a big movie for me as a kid, and that definitely has Take a Bow.
Take a bow.
Beautiful song.
The
Beautiful
drama.
song.
Because she's theatrical. There's a theatrical
Even
nature.
for not being a singer, she has some really good ballads.
Well, listen, anyone can be a singer if you give them the proper song.
Okay.
So you know what I'm saying?
Keep it in a small range.
Yeah, absolutely. I remember we used to do this in school, and there was somebody who wasn't really able to sing with the best of them. You give them something a little easier,
dramatic,
and they sound like a star.
And sing it.
Yeah,
I had to do that
and drill into
for
the
Pirates
acting.
Of Penzance.
Wait, you were Pirates of Penzance?
You were doing some singing.
I was the police officer.
Modern Major General?
Yep.
I am the very model of a modern Major General.
And that's a talking
Wait.
song.
Oh my God. I wish I could have been a fly on the wall when you were learning those lyrics.
We can find the files.
I hope we can't find the files, but I will say this. We did, it was at Ragsdale High School. And
Shout out.
which I did a lot of musicals at my high school. But this one specifically, like the school allowed us to do like a preview of it for the entire school, like in the auditorium. And I performed and like the girls gagged. They were
living for you.
I felt so popular that day because
that was a good day for you.
it was an immensely good day for me. Like I was turning it out.
It's a really hard song. It's a famous patter song.
Yeah, my brother's high school did that show. I remember it.
Wow, everyone is doing Pirates
What
of
was the
Penzance.
Kelly?
Very niche.
What was the Kelly Clarkson musical they showed on the show?
Oh, that was Grease.
Grease. Okay.
We have
the
you were
Grease.
in
Kelly
We
Clarkson
have the
show.
Grease tapes. I'll get the Pirates tapes.
Grease is
No,
a little
thank
bit
you.
less impressive of a property than Pirates of Penzance,
There we
but
go.
I actually am gagged about this. This is really amazing.
So Dick Tracy, we're back.
Tracy.
Vogue. I
So-
used to dance my little gay ass off at like 7 years old to that motherfucking song.
Something comes over the human spirit when Vogue comes on. I don't care who you are.
I mean, that's also a cultural vulture moment, but I'll like I'm gonna let it slide.
Well, yeah, I mean,
She did it correctly. I mean, I don't know. I'm actually not somewhat of the ballroom scene to say if she did it right or didn't do it, but
My culture is not your costume.
yeah. It's
Well, this is a conversation I think for artists in general. Madonna, I think, has been at the forefront of this conversation for a long time because being the queen of reinvention, what exactly does that mean, right? There have been accusations against her for years, and even Beyonce for
sure.
stealing people's things, right? Now,
But I guess it's like, is it a net positive for that community because it became mainstream, and then you had all these like major houses within the ballroom scene having access to TV shows and opportunities, and
that's
other
my
shows.
argument.
I would say that, but I'm not a representative of that community, so I'm not gonna say that.
It's
but
not
that's
for me
my
to
take
say-
on it. It's not for me
Correct.
to say, but that's my opinion about it.
She brought, and this is not an opinion, she brought ballroom to the mainstream.
Absolutely.
With Vogue. And
Absolutely.
like, you have to consider, what was that, 1990 MTV VMA performance. She's dressed as Marie Antoinette. The entire stage is in like French style. And you
got men in makeup acting all FAGY.
it's cheeky. The man puts his head under her dress. She lifts the dress up and shakes her undergarment. And that was a big wow moment in pop culture.
1000%.
And imagine, I mean, listen, ballroom culture is permeating pop culture even still today. We've had Ryan Murphy's making shows about it and documentaries.
They actually talked about this in Pose.
Of course.
Like,
of course.
how
Yeah.
Madonna brought it, and then
And how they felt about it.
Well, it was like, oh, they got all these opportunities, and then after that moment, like went away. Then there was no opportunities. It was like it had already been saturated, so there was a big break.
Yeah, I mean, and that's kind of like the pros and the cons of these things. It's like, is it better to have loved and lost or never to have loved at all?
I don't know.
It's like, I like to think it was better to have loved.
We also did brush over. We didn't really talk about it, and maybe you have a whole section about it. Madonna is the queen of the VMA. She invented the VMA. The wedding dress.
I mean, they're all in here, but
you've
we
got
can
Vogue in there. Then you've got the kiss, of course.
The famous kiss.
So, do you have that in there? The kiss?
Baby, I have it all in
Okay.
here. You told me to do it by decade.
I know. I'm going everywhere. But she invented the VMA and then kind of passed the baton to Britney.
Yeah. Also, in the 90s was the famous cone bra. Jean-Paul Gaultier,
Gaultier.
Cone Bra for the Blonde Ambition
That's
tour.
Gaultier.
Yeah, Jean-Paul Gaultier.
I'm trying to think of like an iconic. Oh my God, why can't I think of it? French designer, Mugler.
Oh, Mugler.
I'm sure she's worn some Mugler.
Oh, I'm sure Madonna has worn every designer.
A lot of Mugler.
Why would you not want Madonna to wear?
I don't know if the Mugler exhibit is anywhere in this world, but I went to it at the Brooklyn Museum, and it was one of my favorite things I've ever seen at a museum.
It's art.
Ever.
It's art.
It is so good.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so then comes the year 1992, where Madonna really lets her freak out. She comes up with the album Erotica, which has
Erotica,
incredible Erotica, and Deeper and Deeper.
Love that song.
I love Deeper and Deeper.
Love that song.
One of my favorite Madonna songs. And then she publishes the coffee table book, Sex. And there's this famous.
Can you see her titties and her hoo-ha in this?
So yes, you can.
Oh,
and
good for her.
She had a lot of famous photographers that helped her do this, but
not even behind really a paywall, just in a book.
Yeah, well, listen, I looked and tried to buy it today.
How much is the book?
$892.
Wait, a new copy or a used one?
No, it's you can't buy a new copy.
You can't buy a new copy.
Yeah.
Sold out.
Yeah, honey.
Wow.
But there's a famous picture. We talked about this when we were putting the episode together. There's a famous picture of Madonna hitchhiking on the side of the road, which it was in Miami.
Oh, I didn't know it was in Miami.
She's butt naked, in full hair and makeup, hitchhiking, and I didn't know the story behind the picture.
Tell me.
The story is they're doing the photography session for the book, and her being Madonna was just like, I want to go outside. She goes outside completely naked. The photographer follows her outside, and people were just driving down the street,
and she's butt ass naked.
and she's butt naked, hitchhiking.
Wow.
And it's a picture I saw today. She looked great.
Has
And
Madonna ever been to jail? Because she's really.
you need to go to jail.
No, she doesn't need to go to jail, but she's done some things that would put her in jail.
For sure, public nudity. Although, I wonder what the laws in Miami are for public nudity.
I'm sure you can't show hoo-ha. You
Probably not hoo-ha. Maybe
you
a
might be
titty.
able to see a titty, but not these days.
Yeah, you can free the titty here in New York, can't you?
I think so.
I think you can free a titty in New York.
I would hope so.
Definitely in Europe.
It's just a nipple. Who cares?
If we can have our nipples out,
they
let
should have their nipples
release
out
the
too.
nipples.
Yeah.
Release the nipples. Although I also can't imagine like having like my boobs out in New York and like
or on the Grammy red carpet.
Okay, and that's a callback to an episode that you guys listened to in the past.
It happened in the past, yeah.
Yeah, because we don't know. We don't know when
know.
this
Yeah,
is coming
yeah.
out. But listen, we're being responsible and we're queuing them up for you.
There you
Yep.
go.
So then she's really feeling her fantasy in the boudoir, and then she comes out with bedtime stories, which has Take a Bow, Survival, Human Nature.
Human Nature. That's one of my favorite Madonna songs.
So good.
And one of my favorite videos. And also one of my favorite songs to ride to because it's a perfect jog and it just feels good to ride to.
Listen, she's come out with so much music.
So much music.
She's come out with so much
She has not
music.
stopped.
And listen, these
80s, 90s, 2000, 2010, 20, 5 decades.
I know she's working on an album now.
She is. She's actually she is working allegedly, or I don't know if it's been confirmed. I think it's been confirmed. She's working on Confessions on the Dance Floor 2. Yeah. That's what it is.
That's huge.
My friend Brian Hyland is a massive Madonna stan, so maybe he'll listen to this episode. His idea, which I think is a phenomenal idea.
Okay.
Just because Madonna's gotten older, he always says that Madonna should have done a residency in New York City. Ooh. Either like like at MSG or like if they built something, like it could be really cool. So Madonna doing a residency, I thought would be a fantastic idea. I guess Harry Styles kind of beat her to it at this point.
And now he's doing it again.
Yeah.
I guess I don't, as someone who like cares about Madonna, I've never met this lady in my life.
Because I think touring, no matter
It's
what
too
age
much.
you are,
It's too much.
it's grueling, and especially you're in your 50s, 60s. You've done it a million times. You've put your body through so much.
Yep.
I think it's good when these legacy artists kind of just stay put in one place and do it there.
Yeah, like Bette Midler lives here in New York City, and
Does she still?
Yep, she goes to physical. I see her at physical therapy sometimes. She goes to physical therapy. She goes home. She looks at her awards on the dais and like orders food.
Not an EGOT?
I don't know. Can we fact check it? Does Bette Midler have an EGOT?
She's got to have maybe an Oscar. She's missing.
I think she might have an Oscar. Maybe
She's one away.
Which one is she missing?
Oscar.
Oh man. Well, listen, it's not too late.
No,
it's not too late because
I mean that's an acting category, so she could pull it out.
I actually just watched her in Stepford Wives last night.
You know what I watched for the first time was First Wives Club.
Oh, I queued that up after that.
I did, but I hadn't watched it I watched it for the first time.
It's a very good movie. Very good movie.
Tactful Pettiness listeners, we have a new sponsor that has entered the chat. Cody and I have been using this product organically before they came on board, and we are so happy to welcome them to the world of Tactful Pettiness and introduce you to a product we hold near and dear to our hearts. It is called Zbiotics. Let's face it, after a night of drinks, you don't bounce back the next day like you used to, okay? You have to make a choice. Either have a great night or a great next day. Until now, let's talk about pre-alcohol. Now, we took these when we were at Disney before we drank around the world. We took these in Puerto Vallarta before we would drink all of our margaritas. I just had one the other day before Joe and I went out to meet some friends. We love to have these Zbiotics. The pre-alcohol probiotic drink is the world's first genetically engineered probiotic. It was invented by PhD scientists to tackle rough mornings after drinking. Here's how it works. When you drink, alcohol gets converted into a toxic byproduct in the gut. It's a buildup of this byproduct, not dehydration. That's to blame for rough days after drinking. Pre-alcohol produces an enzyme to break this byproduct down. Just remember to make pre-alcohol your first drink of the night. Drink responsibly, and you'll feel your best tomorrow. Go to zbiotics.com/tactful to learn more and get 15% off your first order when you use Tactful at checkout. Zbiotics is backed with 100% money-back guarantee. So if you're unsatisfied for any reason, they'll refund your money. No questions asked. Remember to head to zbiotics.com/tactful and use the code TACTFUL at checkout for 15% off.
Okay, where were we? Okay, so we got through all these albums. At this point, she's got to have done like Kabbalah.
It's coming.
Married Guy Ritchie.
It's coming.
Relax. Wait, you didn't even talk about Lola.
What's Lola?
Her daughter, or Lola, Lourdes.
We're not there yet. 1994.
Honestly, though, 1994. When did you have Lourdes?
That is 96. I looked it up.
You're like a half step ahead of me. 1994. She appears on David Letterman. In the most censored episode of the show's history, she dropped the F-bomb 14 times, smoked a cigar, and famously asked Letterman to sniff her underwear.
Oh.
She was really feeling herself in the 90s.
So, now, I think she's a master in creating art for art's sake. I think she does do that.
She's in on the bit.
That's a little bit just for the wow factor, but you gotta have the wow factor.
She's shocked. Yeah, she likes to shock value. People. I also love that interview where she's just like, "There is no air in here." She's like, "Please, I cannot continue until there is
I don't think
air."
I've ever seen that.
Oh my gosh, I think it might.
No, I know what you're talking about.
Is it for the Evita press tour?
Maybe.
Well, anyway, 1996, Evita. Which, did you like Evita?
I've never seen it.
You didn't see Madonna in Evita? Have you seen Madonna in Evita?
I just have seen the show, but not the movie.
Oh, you've seen Wait, you saw it with Ricky Martin? Who did you see it with? Here in New York?
It was like it was someone else with Ricky Martin. The woman who
it was
could
Elena
dance
Roger.
really well. Yeah.
Yeah.
But she couldn't sing, yeah.
So I became aware of Evita because of Madonna and Evita. This is before.
You didn't know the show?
This is before I even knew about Patti LuPone.
Wow.
And so it was my gateway drug. Now listen, I think that Evita is Andrew Lloyd Webber's best musical.
Oh wow.
It's so good.
I will die on this hill.
Really?
I think it has the best music. I think it's about something. I love the historical.
Same.
I think it's his most impressive property is Evita.
Wow.
In my opinion.
I don't think the numbers would back that up, but yeah.
Yeah, no, definitely not, because Phantom of the Opera, Cats. But listen, as we've learned in in history, sometimes the best thing doesn't go the farthest.
Not at all.
But so Evita comes out, and I saw Evita. Do you remember the Cinerama Dome in LA?
No, but
It was
okay.
like, the big
Oh yeah. Actually, no. I remember
golf
that.
ball in
Yeah,
Hollywood.
Yeah.
Yep. And I don't know how old I was in '96, but I was pretty young.
You were 9.
Thank you. Historian. I had
Mathematician.
mathematician. Cody Rigsby, mathematician.
Not at all.
Historian.
Not at
Wow,
all.
I was 0.
Oh,
What year were you
She was
born?
a sperm.
1996.
she was a fetus.
Oh my
She was a
stars!
fetus.
Well, listen, I had no idea that there was any problem with Madonna playing Ava Perón.
It didn't occur
It
to
didn't
you.
occur.
Also, at that point, it wasn't. Was it problematic at that point?
Maybe it's not even problematic. They cast Zion Odessa as
Well, yeah.
to this year. They did it. So
Maybe
it's not
Madonna
like
should put out a statement.
yeah, it's not like Hollywood is like miraculously changed their ways. They're still doing this.
Who played Evita in the West End recently?
Rachel Zegler.
Definitely not Latina.
Uh,
Maybe, I don't know. It doesn't
A
matter.
quick fact check.
Definitely not
please.
Argentinian.
Hold,
I think she
hold,
is.
hold.
I think she's Latina.
Okay.
Please hold.
She's probably is she Argentinian?
She's Colombian.
She's
Oh,
Colombian.
okay.
Okay.
I'm assuming Ray of Light's coming up next.
It is, but wait, before we get to Ray of Light, we have Patti LuPone in 2017 was on Watch What Happens Live, and Andy Cohen asked her about like Patti
Madonna
LuPone
playing
yeah,
the
and
role.
Patti LuPone says she's a movie killer. She's dead behind the eyes and someone who cannot act her way out of a paper bag. She's a wonderful performer for what she does, but she's not an actress.
Tough, but maybe fair. Tough, but maybe fair.
And now, after all of that, in 1996, she starts. In 1996, she starts studying Kabbalah, which then leads us to Ray of Light, which was her official shift into electronic music.
Now, Kabbalah is a sect of Judaism, correct?
Correct. It's
Yeah, it is.
It's
You
Jewish
should know.
It's Jewish
Like
mysticism.
looking over here.
Jewish mysticism.
Jewish mysticism.
I know that, and it's a red little band. And I think
Yeah.
I think that's why I actually was just watching an interview about her talking about this, and just I think it like led her into
Oh,
like
I kind of am living for
her
this.
compassion, her like
Yeah.
non-violence, like all these sort of things.
It was her awakening.
Sure.
It
It's
was
her spiritual
It was her
moment.
spiritual moment, and
also maybe around. No, this is later.
but also that Ray of Light song I didn't know was a sample. Zephyr in the sky at night, I wonder.
The beat or the
That, what I just sang, is a song that
Wait, so
exists.
Madonna's Jewish?
I guess converted.
I mean, as Jewish as Sammy Davis Jr. was, I suppose.
Love that.
Okay.
Didn't know we had her. Check.
Okay, so now you're craving her.
And
Now,
I think she still practices Kabbalah. I believe.
I would hope so. I think like if you're gonna make a
Go
shift,
into
like
in and out of spirituality.
yeah, that's true. That's true. So now we're in the 2000s.
Ray of Light has Frozen on it.
Baby, Ray of Light, that album is flawless to me. It's got Frozen,
It's not an
Substitute for
Well,
Love.
see, this is what I was gonna say. Because after Ray of Light, then it's Confessions. No.
No, we got more before that.
Shit.
Yeah, we got more.
Wait, yeah, because that came out in 2006.
Yeah, so in 2000.
Oh, because then you have music.
Yes, and music is where she famously was in the limousine with Sacha Baron Cohen as a
Yep.
limousine driver, and she's in the
great video.
cowboy hat with the fur coat.
So good.
Incredible
Don't
video.
Tell Me, fantastic video as well. Music, fantastic song.
Then 2003 was the famous Madonna, Britney,
That was only 2003.
Christina Aguilera Kiss at the 2003 MTV.
Okay, we're not going to
Music
talk about
Awards.
American Life because American Life is. I think that the Madonna Kiss was around the American Life album.
It was
which
that same
is
year.
Really bad. It's her worst album in my opinion.
It's not my favorite album.
But that is where we did get her James Bond song,
Oh wait, what was that?
"Die Another Day,"
Oh, that's
which
good.
I kind of like.
Wait, is Britney in that video? What's the
I don't
video?
know.
Wait, what's the video where her and Britney are like up against the wall?
That's Me Against the Music, babe.
Oh, that's a Britney Spears song.
That's a Britney Spears song.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Just to update, I did find out she doesn't perform on Fridays because it's Shabbat.
Oh, see.
And
Okay.
Her
And
Hebrew name
Shabbat.
is Esther.
Shabbat is my favorite thing about the Jewish culture.
We
Honey,
love
any
love
any
Shabbat.
excuse not to perform. Wait, any excuse not to
No,
perform.
you're shutting down.
Yeah, Friday
and
night.
you're having a dinner with your
Yeah,
family. I
yeah.
think that is
Gorgeous.
an incredible practice.
Well, and especially in this season of her life, I
At
want
any season.
I want her sitting around a table enjoying food with family on Fridays.
I do too. I do
Yeah.
too.
I've never been invited to a Shabbat.
We
Now-
can change that.
Yeah?
Yeah, tactful petting Shabbat.
You've never hosted a Shabbat.
Not with you
I think
two.
she's saying that you're about to.
Well, that's fine.
I think she's offering your services to host and cook a Shabbat dinner for us.
And
on Friday.
I will attend.
I have a feeling. I actually have a feeling you might be doing more than attending.
Yeah. Okay, go ahead.
Now it's 2005, and Confessions on a Dance Floor is out.
2005?
2005, Confessions on a Dance
with
Floor.
Devil Wears Prada.
Devil Wears Prada. That's where you get hung up,
So
get together.
That is a 10 out of 10 album. That is in my top 5 albums of all time. Of all time.
Which we should do. We should do an episode on our top albums.
Okay, I can tell you right now, Blackout by Britney
Well, don't do it
Spears.
yet. No, don't do it yet. We'll do an album. We'll do an episode about
Madonna's Confession is very transformative for me because that's when I was in college freshman year and was listening to Hung Up, watching the video and being like, wait a minute, I'm gay, So
in that
like,
leotard in the dance studio with the red Farrah Fawcett.
At a time when I was really figuring myself out, and I love that album. It also was like the album because I came to New York the summer of 2006, so that's why I thought 2006. But the album came out 2005. The tour, which is incredible.
Did you get to see it in person?
No, so
that's my one regret in life.
No, it is literally. I said if I have a time machine, I'm going back to 2006 and going to see the Confessions on the Dance Floor tour.
I heard it was
because
so good.
I was in New York City but broke when the tour was going on, and I remember being at like Blockheads and people and these gays were like, "We're gonna see Madonna tonight." And I was like,
Damn.
"Oh, what?"
Damn.
Yeah, 10 out of 10 album. It had like.
It's
I
no
also
skips.
think that, and my favorite Madonna song ever is "Get Together" from that album.
Absolutely.
It's dramatic. It sounds like being in love.
Oh,
and that's why I love it.
It also sounds so rich.
Yeah.
It sounds
was
cinematic.
together.
It sounds epic.
The album is cohesive from front to back.
Yep.
It's for real Madonna fans. It's 10 out of 10. I wouldn't say that those were massive. Hung Up was a massive hit for her.
Jump was in Devil Wears Prada.
Jump was in Devil's Wear Prada.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry was fantastic.
Yep.
I love that entire album.
I Love New York.
I love New York. Isaac is actually a really good one off the end of that.
I Love New York actually this album came out at the same time and this is such a random fact, but Gucci at the time also did a special line that had the I Love New York on their bags, and it was just like everything.
Was she in the campaign?
I don't know if she was in the campaign.
I believe now this could be wrong. John Michael at Peloton told me
okay.
that Hung Up was the first time that ABBA allowed their music to be sampled.
I think I've heard this too.
Like signed off on someone.
So the other
sampling.
times without their
Maybe
consent?
Beyond this song was.
This was the
consent,
first
but
time.
That's
I
the
believe-
first official sample.
Were there
I
have there been
believe.
other samples?
I'm sure,
I mean,
but
Sabrina, like even now.
yeah,
I
so
feel
that's
like-
much
yeah,
later.
yeah.
I think but this was like one of the
Because their
first
music is heavily
times
guarded.
They allowed a artist to sample their music, and that's Gimme Gimme.
Gimme, gimme.
Gimme Gimme.
Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And listen, and that's a sample well used. I don't like when people
Yeah.
use a sample of a song and they don't do it right.
No.
You need to use, if you're going to really pay the people their money. Wait, by the way, have you heard the story about Kanye West wanting to use Through the Fire by Shaka Khan?
No, I haven't heard that, but I heard the Backstreet Boys shut his ass down when he wanted to sample everybody.
So here's the gag. Kanye West wanted to use Shaka Khan's Through the Fire. That song is.
But they have it. He used it.
Please allow me to finish
sorry,
my
keep going.
sentence. And he went to the writers who's the guy that's married to Catherine McPhee?
Oh, girl, that's your lane, not mine.
Oh, yes, that man.
What's his name?
I don't know, but it doesn't matter.
That old man.
Kim
Yep.
Teal. I don't know.
No, it does matter. He's a famous
Heather.
songwriter.
Yeah.
He is.
1 second.
He's a songwriter.
David Foster.
David Foster.
Okay.
So Kanye West goes to David Foster and the other writer of Through the Fire and was just like, "Hey,
I want the sample.
I don't even just want the sample. I want to use the whole song, and I'm going to rap throughout the song, and I'm offering you 50% of the royalties on it." And David Foster was like fine with it, and I guess the other writer was not. And she goes, "No, tell him to go fuck himself." And so he owns 0% of the publishing of his song on that because he wanted to just release it.
Oh, so he
does not.
He makes no money.
He
off
makes
that
no
song.
money off
So
of
if
that
you'd like
song.
to stream that one,
Go
you
on.
could.
You know what? Yes, you can.
Is "Break My Soul" the most famous sample of a Madonna song?
Break My Soul.
It has Vogue in it, but there's so many interpolations in that I mean, Thank You Next is also Vogue. Not Thank You Next. Yes and is Vogue. There's an interpolation of that. I don't.
And they accuse Lady Gaga. I mean, poor Lady Gaga.
Well,
She
Lady
catches so many
Gaga. Yeah, I
strays.
mean,
She
it's redundant.
Well, but like the Lady Gaga of it all, I think what she does is a little different because she's such a musician. Is she just takes the chord progressions? You know,
I don't know what language you're speaking, but yeah, I'd agree.
She,
I mean, listen,
like she takes where the sound
Born
of the
This
song
Way,
moves.
there's a similarity.
And Express Yourself.
And like, listen, at that point, Madonna was probably a little bit in her feelings. This new girl's coming up. They squashed the beef on SNL though.
Yeah, no,
They squashed the beef on SNL,
when?
and let's not forget Madonna had a fantastic Will and Grace cameo as Karen's roommate.
Oh, what did she say? Oh, Liz, I love when you do cut to me.
Yeah.
Madonna's so good. Okay, so now we're 2008 Hard Candy, which I loved Hard Candy. That was, I mean.
Oh, wait. Can I just go back to Confessions?
Please.
From my previous statement. That album was ahead of its time. Because it was for the dance clubs.
It was her disco.
It was
her
for
disco.
like New York, but it was like disco and dance, and like it was very much the sound of the clubs at that time. So that's where she was really ahead of the curve. This is where she starts to be on top of it or following the trend with Sticky and Sweet.
Something about 2008
Sticky and
Hard
Sweet?
Candy.
Hard Candy.
There's something about 2008 where like the girls are feeling their chains and whips
Oh.
of it all because this is the same year that Janet came out with the Discipline album. They're both on the cover of their albums wearing black, holding writing crops, both of them.
But well, Madonna did that in Confessions. This hoe starts the Confessions on the Dance Floor tour coming out of a disco ball in equestrian fetish wear.
That woman does what she wants.
Okay.
And she was dancing in
She
that
does
show.
what she wants. And she got the knee pads on.
The up and the down and the up and the down and up.
She's an athlete.
She's an athlete.
She's an athlete.
So Hard Candy's a solid album. It's not one of my favorites. It's solid. I think I was going to say, like, Confessions for me is the only, like, cohesive album in a Madonna catalog. For me, she's more of a singles artist. As a cohesive, maybe Ray of Light. I'm not big on Ray of Light. Like, that's not my
Ray of Light
forte.
to me is cohesive.
And
as
I think also other people would say Bedtime Stories is very cohesive.
Yeah.
But Confessions is one of the most cohesive albums.
Bedtime Stories is one of those albums where I'll put it on and it just plays.
Yeah.
So I don't even really know when the first song ended and the next song begins. And Ray of Light is the same way, and so is Confessions, for sure. Hard Candy had 4 minutes, which is famously 4.3 minutes.
Something like that.
Give It To Me. Honey, I love Give It To Me.
Yeah, but that wasn't a big hit.
No, but I loved it.
4 minutes was a massive hit. Give It To Me was okay. Devil, then what?
I also loved Heartbeat. Feel
Heartbeat's
it in my
cute.
heartbeat.
It's cute.
But that's all we got. That's all we got.
Miles Away is also a single.
Oh.
I like that one, but
I used to do sit-ups to Miles
which
Away.
was a song about, I believe, Guy Ritchie. How
Long-distance relationships.
They were both busy.
Yeah. So now we're in the 2010s, and we've got MDNA with Girl Gone Wild,
Love that song.
Gimme All Your Love,
Love that song.
which ushered us into the
the
Super
Super
Bowl,
Bowl.
which please see our Super Bowl episode
For
if you
more,
want a more
yeah.
in-depth discussion on that.
But she changed the game
But she changed the game.
at such a late part of her life.
She did. Now, then we go to Rebel Heart, which we've already said.
It didn't hit. Madam X, though, was like a good album. Like, Madam X was solid, but
Now, please explain the eye patch to me because I don't understand it.
You're asking the two of the. You need to ask Madonna.
I
Oh,
just think
you
it
don't
was
know.
like
thing.
I don't know the inspiration for that album. I wasn't that tapped into it, but I guess it was giving very Cold War, maybe even like.
Oh, so it was a stylistic choice.
Oh yeah,
It's
no,
a
she didn't know.
stylistic
Like
choice.
she didn't like have
But
something
that
wrong with her
really
eye.
damages your eyes.
Does it?
Yes,
I
if
don't
your
know
eye-
okay, I'm sure she was wearing it for a limited
Yeah,
amount of
or like
time,
she
Ren.
maybe she could see through it.
We gotta look into this.
We can ask her optometrist. Okay?
We actually, Cody and I did see her perform
Yeah.
a set from Madam X at Pier Dance for Gay Pride here in New York.
So that was the first time I'd ever seen Madonna live.
Same.
That was the first time I'd ever seen Madonna live. Was at the Pier Dance in New York City.
It's my
And-
only time I've seen her
and what
live.
was tricky about that year was, let's say the setup of that party, rest in peace. It used to be.
They gotta bring that back.
Well, it went to Governor's Island, then it went away. Nobody was going. After COVID, nobody was going.
Because there's just too. There's too many parties on Pride
Of
in New York.
course. Okay, so The problem with that party is like if the stage or the setup was a rectangle, the stage used to be on like one of the short sides of the rectangle.
Correct.
In the front of the thing.
Correct.
Then they moved her to the long side.
Uh-huh.
And it was just a clusterfuck of everyone trying to get there. So it was like hard to enjoy the performance.
Because you're like,
yes.
and they're like, the lifeboats are not separated by class.
No.
They're not separated by class.
They were, but we didn't have access to that at that point.
That's right. We were not VIP girls yet.
No.
We were not VIP. We were down with the in steerage.
And I liked, a lot of the gays were complaining because she only did Vogue as like the hit song during that set. The rest was all Madam X. Yeah. I enjoyed it because it did have a political tone.
It was political.
It did have a message to what was going on. I think this was 2019.
But I'm like, what was going on politically in 2019? Oh.
It's exhausting, but someone has to do it.
That's
That's
exhausting.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And look at us now.
But my problem was, this was also where she hurt her knee. So she had to cancel. I think she canceled some of this tour, and this was like the beginning of that. So it didn't feel like she was Madonna to me.
No.
It felt like she was like there. The dancers were doing things around her, and she was just playing it safe, which I would rather have her sit there and play it safe than not have come at all.
Yeah, that's true.
Because, she's of a certain age, the knee was hurting, so I understand, but I wanted more from her. And I think the biggest thing for me is like, I finally got to see a Madonna concert, the last tour that she did, which was more of a greatest hits tour.
Oh yeah, what was that?
I don't know what the tour's name was.
Celebration?
Celebration.
She was 61.
When?
In 2019.
That's what I'm saying. She was
That's
60.
impressive.
So
Yeah.
that knee is great. That knee is holding up.
Well, and also like I'm sure just from like years of being in the entertainment industry, like like your body changes when you get older, and I feel her like being self-conscious of you know what I mean, and I feel like it's like she feels uncomfortable to me, and I like. I understand it because the world is cruel.
Yeah.
I do miss like our Madonna we've had, but I'm also like,
but these pop stars can't stay there in their 20s their entire life.
and I don't want her to disappear. I want her to figure out.
She likes performing. She likes being in the zeitgeist, no matter what that looks like. So she's always gonna. She's so ingrained in who she is. She's never gonna be someone who's like, I'm out.
How was the tour when you saw her?
It was great. Like, it definitely was like, okay, I'm seeing 60+ year Madonna.
There were a lot of screens, weren't there?
Screen. I mean, it was like there was a lot of they were relying a lot on the production.
Yeah,
but it was fine. Ray of Light actually was my favorite number from that entire tour.
And she did an AIDS memorial thing in there.
She did. Yes,
yeah,
she
like
did.
with pictures.
Yeah.
Which I just saw an amazing documentary, by the way. I think you'd really like.
Okay.
It's called Cashing Out.
Okay.
This is not an ad.
No. Okay.
Okay, so we've I don't think we need to go anything after Madam X. I think right now we can go to the fun part, which is all of Madonna's famous boyfriends.
Oh, please.
We're going to start with
Sean Penn.
I'm going to say her most famous boyfriend is Jean-Michel Basquiat.
Oh, okay. Well, no. I would disagree because, like, didn't she date Michael Jackson?
Michael Jackson's on here. Yeah, Michael Jackson. That might be her most famous boyfriend. Okay, listen to the list.
I'm like reading the list.
Zero sex was had between that relationship.
Or
all the sex.
Some really weird sex. So Jean-Michel Basquiat, Sean Penn, Warren Beatty, Michael Jackson, which I love that picture of them coming out, and she's got the white fur and all the diamonds. Iconic. They look so happy.
Well, they look like they want to be famous.
The drugs were different back then.
Okay.
Vanilla Ice.
Oh wow, he fumbled Vanilla. Don't.
Honey, Vanilla Ice.
Not too much. Young Vanilla Ice.
He could get it, honey.
Hot as fuck.
He could get
with
it.
That fade and that. Yeah.
That was a cute face. I don't know what he looks like now.
Not well, but it's
okay. Tupac Shakur. Tupac Shakur was after Vanilla Ice.
Wow.
So she said she got a taste of that. She says, I want the original recipe.
Oh, okay. I was like, what's wrong with that?
I want original recipe. And by the way, have you seen recently that's been unearthed this letter that he wrote to her about
Tupac?
Yes, that Tupac wrote to Madonna when they were like breaking up. Oh. About like why they had to break up. It was like it was like beautiful.
It was like, I want to be with you, but like I want to keep you safe and alive.
it was like that, but it was also just like talking about the layers of like culturally about him dating a white woman and like the demographics and like how that would really affect his music.
I see. Okay, that makes sense.
And I mean, like to hear his writing, you're like, oh wow, so you were like a poet through and through. You know, when you like, sometimes he was a poet when he talked too, but also when you see someone write, it's just different. Dennis Rodman,
Right. Okay.
another stunt queen.
Stunt queen.
John F. Kennedy Jr., which is our tie-in to Marilyn Monroe. So she said, "You know what?
Oh my God, JFK Jr.
Oh my God!
Fucking. Do you even know who JFK Jr. is?
I did know this. I did know this.
Because the lore is that he's actually still alive, like Tupac. So she dated a lot of people that are allegedly still alive.
Honestly, I would love to still be alive.
Oh. Talking about the post-COVID life. Okay, then who else?
Guy Ritchie.
Okay, husband.
And then A-Rod. She likes.
Wow,
she,
famous men.
Honey, you know what?
And what a wide
I remember
range.
her with A-Rod,
A wide
actually.
range.
This is what I'm saying.
Men.
How many people?
She doesn't have a type.
Okay, so this is what I want to say. You know how you be asking people, you be like, oh, so what's your type? And people have a type, and they're like, oh, you know, anybody, and they just want a white guy with brown hair.
Yeah. Madonna
is the bitch that does not have a type.
Well, also, who's Lord's baby daddy?
Carlos Leon.
Oh yeah.
Latino.
Latino.
Did you see what I'm saying? Like
Latino.
she had a wide. And,
But yet, Andrew, he's not on your list.
Because I don't know who that is.
and oh my God.
Oh, I see. You took
I put
some
the
people
most famous.
off.
She dated other people. I
Oh
just
my
put her
God.
most.
A lot of people.
I
Well,
just,
that's a lot of boyfriends.
baby. This was half the list.
Oh my God.
She went through a few boyfriends in the past 5 years.
Baby, practice what you preach. She came out with a coffee table book called Sex.
And she's still having a lot of it.
This lady knows what's up, and now she's in a whole other demographic.
And I will say this about Lourdes.
Yeah, she went to University
She
of Michigan, I
looks
believe.
so much like Madonna.
Oh, cute.
Like she just like looks so much. I think she also started like a music career as well. I don't know if it's
Sure,
it's
why not?
necessarily going well, but she's a beautiful girl, and like she looks like
Okay, great. Well, now I want
Madonna's
to.
had a lot of kids, no?
Okay.
Well, she's adopted a lot
just
of kids.
for the record, he did date Sarah Jessica Parker, so I didn't know that.
That's not Chris North.
Well, okay.
No, yeah, but what she's saying is John F. Kennedy Jr. dated Sarah Jessica Parker.
No, I understand.
Oh.
Like-
I got it.
Okay.
Like,
May he rest.
Carrie
it's
did
a
not
two-
actually date big. Is
Yeah,
what
it's
I'm saying.
different. It's different people.
Different people.
And that's a really good example of someone who does have a type. She has a type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Matthew Broderick, I don't know.
Well, no, that's different.
Yeah.
That's like
Very
that's her
different.
husband.
Yeah.
You know? She was like she wanted to settle down.
I see.
And they've been together for so long.
They have.
Okay, I just want to close it out with talking about my top 5 Madonna songs.
Okay.
I'm gonna start with an honorable mention before I get to the 5 with Deeper and Deeper.
Okay, great song.
Now, my 5th favorite song is Borderline.
Okay.
4 is Everybody.
Okay. We're not aligned. You're
3
like older, Madonna.
Okay, I'm getting
Go
there.
ahead.
3 is Into the Groove. Still old.
Still old.
4 is Get Together.
Great song. Oh, wow. Okay. I didn't know that was in your top.
5.
Wait, you're saying number 2 is Get Together.
Yeah. Number 2.
it.
Number 2 is Get Together.
Okay.
My number 1 favorite Madonna song, Nothing Really Matters.
That's up there. That's a great song.
That is that might be one of my most
beautiful
played songs on repeat in the car.
It's
Wait.
so good.
Have you put together that you said Madonna took inspiration from Marilyn Monroe, and Marilyn hooked up with JFK, and then she hooked up with the Sun?
That's what we were just saying, babe. Chris just laughed at you because he even was paying attention. He was even paying attention.
Okay.
That
Nobody listens to me. Nobody listens. Why do I come to this place?
He literally
just said that.
Marilyn Monroe, and then he said, we're going to get to that a little bit later. And I said, Marilyn Monroe fucked JFK. And she goes, yeah, we'll get to that in the future.
That went over my head because I didn't know
Are
she
you
dated.
listening to the
I'm
podcast?
listening.
Are you listening?
But you can understand as someone who didn't know she dated JFK Jr., how am I supposed to know
I
what
didn't
that
know she did.
means?
Oh my God.
You literally just said more on that later.
And then I said it again when we just brought it up.
That's okay.
I just said, and this is what I was talking about.
Okay,
I didn't have a lot of time to think about my list because you just told me.
I know, I sprung it on you.
Yeah.
But you're a busy man. I don't
And
like to
in my
bother you.
defense, Andrew did a lot happen in 2019.
Yeah.
You did say that.
Okay.
So
Okay.
we've all been there, Carlotta.
Okay. Calm down. I guess honorable mention for me is Secret. My baby got a secret.
Very good.
So good.
Take a shot.
Vogue, because I believe that that is one of the most perfect songs ever. I think it is actually the most perfect song ever created.
Aw,
because
that's
of the
nice.
cultural impact. Every time it comes on, everybody gets excited. It is just like such
Universal.
a perfect song. Universal song that has
I feel like you play
reach.
that. This is a song I associate you with.
Sure.
Great.
In your
That's
play,
it.
in the
I played a
playlist, in the
lot.
playlist.
I played a lot in my classes.
Okay.
Nothing Really Matters. Great song. Frozen. Great song. Human Nature. We talked about it. That was a really sexy song. And then Get Together.
Also, the thing that like really struck me when I was doing all of this is like, this is also a time. I mean, I remember getting cassettes, right? And all the songs on the cassette were not hits. You know what I
No.
mean? You had like 4 good songs on the cassette, and the rest were like there.
Filler.
Yeah. And there is something to be said for like those early albums were packed with hits.
And then she put out Immaculate Collection, which was like her essentially late 80s, early 90s, all of her hits.
Immaculate Collection is so good.
Fantastic. She's put out like at least 2 or 3 greatest hits albums.
So I hope that this episode inspires you to go and listen.
Go listen to some Madonna.
Go listen to some Madonna.
A true artist.
Yes.
Truly a true artist that thinks about all of the things, the press, the video, the music, the fashion. It's all a part of the experience. I don't think that there's an artist like her. Beyonce is like the only one that's on that level for me, that like you're thinking about everything.
But she's not in the press.
Not in the press.
Madonna's in the
and
press.
I think Madonna did it just in such a brash way that took a lot of risk. That, and I'm not comparing them. Just like Beyonce,
There's no comparison.
Beyonce would never take those sort of
should
risks.
do a Beyonce
but she has much more of a voice.
Yeah.
That's neither here nor
Yeah,
there.
no.
But everything was impactful, and it was like impactful not only to the culture but to like social issues of the time, whether that's LGBTQ rights, women's rights.
Yeah.
I mean,
She's giving sexual revolution.
sexual revolution. The fact that she used her platform to, yes, be a slut, but like also empower women to be like, if you want to be a slut, you can be a slut. Like, don't let these men tell you that you can't be a hoe like them.
In a time when that was not
okay.
the vibe.
We wouldn't have gotten to where we are in a lot of social things without Madonna's impact.
Absolutely. She is the queen of pop. Undisputed.
I learned so
Undisputed.
much today. I think I knew like 5% of a lot of
I know this is the quietest you've been
I
for an
I just really
episode.
couldn't fall. I was
I-
like, I don't know.
I think a lot of people, that's what I get really annoyed with when people, and she said it, like when the comments are about her face or her body or whatever. And yeah, she's been touched by an angel, but like you're forgetting how much she gave to us. And like we take it for granted because we've progressed so much.
Yeah.
That
And
you
the world
forget-
moves so fast.
And the world moves so fast, but she did so much.
Correct.
So much.
And so I mean, everyone's getting older. We all feel it. And like whenever I have like my hip and my this, it's like that's actually like an honor, right? You know, like her ailments, her knee, her, you know, these are chinks in her armor from years of giving us so much art.
She's given us so much.
And so, if we've learned anything from like our fallen idols, that are gone
And
too
like, that's the
soon,
thing. Like
she's also stayed around.
She stayed around for the most part. Like I don't think really got into like drugs or anything like that. Like is a workhorse.
Yeah.
Like she's just so committed to the craft.
And
has done a world tour
recently.
for every album.
Yeah.
Every album and then some.
I'm just all about like giving the people their flowers while they're alive. So that's what this is. There's no scam this week. It's all love.
It's all love.
So, mwah.
Not the heart.
Oh, I did it wrong.
I can't do the Gen
No,
Z
it's
one.
this one.
Oh, I can do the K-pop one for
But
sure.
I thought we're not supposed to do that anymore.
What's
Why
wrong with
not?
that?
I was told that we can't do that anymore.
Oh my god.
And
Bye,
with that, we bid
everybody.
you adieu.
Bye.